Our top story this morning, North Korea has warned that it will take further military action if South Korea continues to broadcast anti-Pyongyang material across the border. Pyongyang on Thursday said Seoul had 48 hours to power down the loudspeakers. The threat came a matter of hours after the North attempted to fire on one of those speakers. South Korea retaliated by firing artillery rounds back the other way. For a wrap-up of the day's events, Hyun reports.
It was 3:53 p.m. and 4:12 p.m. on Thursday when North Korea fired several artillery shells across the border, targeting South Korea's propaganda loudspeakers right along the military demarcation line. Seoul's defense ministry announced earlier Thursday that a shell firing was picked up on radar moving towards the southwestern front, but that there were no reports of damage. An hour or so after the attack, the South Korean military responded with tens of 155mm artillery rounds at the origin of attack.
Our military has upped its security condition to the highest level and is looking for any unusual movements from the north. We will strongly counter any future provocation from the north.
The ministry said an evacuation order was issued for nearby areas, and more than 2,000 residents were evacuated. Even the highest alert, Jindoke 1, was issued along some parts of the border. North Korea's General Staff Department warned that South Korea has 48 hours to stop broadcasting anti-Pyongyang messages, or it will take strong military action. In a separate letter, North Korea's ruling Workers' Party Secretary Kim Young-gun urged the head of South Korea's National Security Office, Kim Kwan-jin, to halt all propaganda broadcasts, calling the messages a declaration of war. The letter also said North Korea would make efforts to improve inter-Korean ties if the South shuts down the loudspeakers. But South Korea's defense ministry says it has no plans to stop the broadcast. North Korea has refused to admit or apologize for recent landmine explosions in the DMZ that severely injured 2 South Korean soldiers. The incident drove the South to resume the broadcast for the first time in 11 years. Since then, North Korea has demanded that the South tear down the loudspeakers or risk indiscriminate attacks as a consequence. Kim Hyun, Arirang News.